Senior 3, essential vitamins for energy, performance, and vitality. Senior health tips. If your erections aren't what they used to be, if you're always tired for no clear reason, if you've been pulling away from intimacy not because you want to, but because your body just won't cooperate anymore, listen up. This might not be about age. It could be something simple, something fixable. You might be missing 3 key vitamins, and right now your body could be silently begging for them. Hi, I'm Doctor from Union Square. I've spent over 30 years helping men over 60 take back their energy, strength, and confidence, especially when it comes to sex and intimacy. Here's something most doctors won't tell you. A lot of older men don't have a desire problem. They have a blood flow problem, an endurance problem, and a hormone imbalance. And fixing that, it usually doesn't come in a prescription bottle. Most of the time, it starts right on your plate. Drop a comment below and tell me where you're watching, from your city, your country. It's amazing to see how far this message is spreading, and I love hearing from each and every one of you. Today, I'm going to show you exactly which 3 vitamins every man over 60 needs to be taking, and how they can help bring back stronger, more natural erections, boost your testosterone, and get your energy firing again like it used to. Stick with me, because in just a moment, I'll also reveal the biggest mistakes men make when taking these vitamins and how to avoid them, starting tonight. But before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss out on any future health tips made just for men over 60. And hey, if this message hits home for you, drop a comment below and let me know. If not, just type 0 and tell me how I can make this content more helpful for you. Let's talk about something that most men don't realize. They're missing, something so small yet so powerful that it can completely change how you feel, move, and even love. I'm talking about vitamin D. Yes, the sunshine vitamin. But for men over 60, it's much more than that. It's the silent engine behind your blood flow, your stamina, and your sense of vitality. When you're young, your body makes vitamin D easily just from being outside, but as we age, that ability fades. Your skin doesn't make as much. You spend more time indoors. Your body's demand increases while your supply runs low. And slowly, without even realizing it, you start to feel different. Not just tired, but foggy. Not just less interested in intimacy, but unable to respond, even when you want to. I remember sitting with Bella, a 67-year-old retired teacher. He looked healthy, he exercised, ate well, did everything right, but his eyes told a different story. Tired, defeated. "Doc," he said quietly, "I still love my wife. I still want to be close to her. But something's changed. I just can't respond the way I used to." That moment stuck with me, and I've heard similar words from countless men over the years. What they're describing isn't always a lack of desire, it's a lack of circulation, a lack of energy, a lack of spark. And that's where vitamin D comes in. Vitamin D is what I call the circulation spark plug. It helps trigger the production of nitric oxide, a tiny molecule that makes a big difference. Nitric oxide tells your blood vessels to relax and open up, which means more oxygen, more nutrients, more energy where your body needs it most, including in the places that define who you are as a man. When vitamin D is low, nitric oxide is low. And when that happens, your blood doesn't move as freely. Your heart has to work harder. You feel slower, weaker, less alive. And here's the thing, this doesn't just affect performance in the bedroom. It affects how long you can walk without getting winded, how sharp your memory is, how motivated you feel to tackle your day. The statistics are honestly shocking. Over 40% of older adults are deficient in vitamin D. That's nearly half. Half of men walking around wondering why their bodies don't work like they used to, when the answer might be as simple as a lack of sunshine and a missing vitamin. And it's not your fault. Modern life makes it easy to miss out. Sunscreen, indoor jobs, long winters, these things all chip away at your vitamin D levels. But the good news? It's fixable and fast. You don't need expensive treatments or complicated routines. Start with just 15 to 20 minutes of morning sun on your skin. Add foods like wild salmon, egg yolks, or fortified milk to your meals. And most importantly, consider a daily supplement of vitamin D3, the most absorbable form. I've watched men go from feeling stuck and disconnected to strong, alert, and fully present in just a few weeks. Their energy returns, their mood lifts, their relationships get closer, not because of some magic pill, but because their bodies finally have what they've been quietly asking for all along. This is why I care so much, because I've seen what happens when men believe they're just getting old and give up. And I've seen the transformation when they realize they still have time. You still have time. If your tank feels empty, if you've been feeling slow, distant, or frustrated, don't ignore that. Start with the basics. Start with vitamin D. Sometimes the biggest changes begin with the smallest spark. Now, as incredible as vitamin D is, it's only one part of the picture. Because even if your circulation improves, your body still needs fuel, real energy to move, to think, to love, and to feel fully alive. That's where the second essential vitamin comes in, vitamin B12. I call it the energy generator. And when your body doesn't have enough of it, you feel the effects deeply and quietly, even if nothing obvious shows up on your health checkups. Vitamin B12 is absolutely critical for converting the food you eat into usable energy. Without it, your body runs on empty. You might sleep well, eat well, and still wake up feeling tired. You might feel mentally foggy, physically drained, and emotionally flat. That spark you used to have, the motivation, the stamina, the desire to engage, it fades, and you may not even know why. One of the reasons B12 is so essential is because it helps your body make red blood cells, which carry oxygen to every part of you, from your muscles to your brain to your sexual organs. Without enough red blood cells, your oxygen levels drop, and when oxygen drops, everything slows down. Your focus dulls, your energy disappears, even your ability to enjoy the things you love begins to fade. And here's the part that surprises many people. As we get older, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing vitamin B12 from food. So even if you're eating plenty of meat, eggs, or dairy, your body might not be getting what it needs. That's why so many older adults feel weak, worn out, or mentally foggy without any clear explanation. The good news is that this problem has a simple solution. Boosting your B12 levels through high-quality supplements, or in some cases doctor-recommended injections, can dramatically improve how you feel. When your body finally gets the B12 it's been missing, you may notice your energy returning, your mind feeling sharper, and your body feeling more alive and capable again. This isn't some far-fetched promise, it's a biological reality. Your body is capable of healing, of performing, of thriving, and sometimes all it needs is the right kind of help. If you've been feeling off, not yourself, or just unusually tired for your age, don't ignore it. This one missing nutrient might be what's been holding you back. And once you fix it, everything else, your energy, your focus, your drive, can start falling back into place. Now let's talk about the third essential vitamin, one that's just as important as energy and blood flow, but often gets completely overlooked. See, your body doesn't just need fuel and circulation, it also needs protection. Protection from the silent wear and tear that happens inside you every single day, especially as you get older. I'm talking about vitamin E, often known as the fertility vitamin, but its role in men's health goes far beyond just reproduction. In fact, if you're over 60 and noticing a dip in your drive, your motivation, or your ability to recover, it might be that your body is quietly calling out for this vital nutrient. Vitamin E is a natural antioxidant. That means it's your internal bodyguard, constantly working to fight off the oxidative stress and inflammation that build up with age. You can't see this process happening, but it's there. Every day, small amounts of damage chip away at your blood vessels, your hormone production, and even your sexual health. And over time, that damage adds up. You start to feel off. Not sick, but not quite yourself. Less energy, less drive, less connection to the things that used to excite you. What makes vitamin E so powerful is how it helps maintain healthy, flexible blood vessels. Why does that matter? Because strong circulation is the foundation of male performance. Erections are not just about arousal, they're about blood flow. Without healthy vessels, the blood simply can't get where it needs to go, and when that happens, performance suffers, not because something is wrong with your desire, but because the engine isn't firing the way it used to. But that's just part of the picture. Vitamin E also plays a critical role in helping your body produce and regulate testosterone. And after 60, maintaining testosterone levels becomes more important than ever. This hormone isn't just about sex, it affects your confidence, your mood, your motivation, and even how connected you feel to your purpose in life. When testosterone dips, men can start to feel dull, distant, and less like themselves. It's a slow fade that often goes unnoticed until something just feels missing. The encouraging news is that boosting your vitamin E levels doesn't have to be difficult. Nature already packed this nutrient into plenty of everyday foods: almonds, sunflower seeds, olive oil, spinach, and Swiss chard, to name a few. And when food isn't enough, a high-quality natural vitamin E supplement can be a great backup. Supporting your body in this way can help restore that sense of vitality that so many men think is gone for good. You don't need to accept feeling less than, not when a quiet deficiency might be playing a bigger role than you realize. Giving your body the vitamin E it needs can help bring your edge back, not just in the bedroom, but in how you show up for life. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about honoring your strength and protecting your health, so you can keep living fully with clarity, energy, and purpose. Now, at this point, you might be wondering, what happens when you take all three of these vitamins together? Can they really make that big of a difference? The answer is a powerful yes, because while each of these nutrients, vitamin D, B12, and E, has its own unique benefit, something remarkable happens when you combine them. They don't just add up, they multiply. They create a ripple effect inside your body that can completely shift how you age, how you feel, and how you show up in your daily life. These three vitamins work better together because they support one another at the deepest biological level. Think of them like a team. Vitamin D is the circulation booster. It helps your blood vessels relax and widen by increasing nitric oxide, making it easier for blood to flow where it needs to. Then vitamin B12 steps in and builds the red blood cells that carry oxygen through that enhanced circulation, fueling your muscles, brain, and organs with the life-giving oxygen they crave. And vitamin E? It's the protector. It guards your blood vessels from inflammation, keeps them flexible, and supports the production of testosterone, helping you stay driven, focused, and strong. This three-part support system, circulation, energy, and hormones, is what I call the vitality triangle. And when those three are working in harmony, you don't just feel a little better, you feel like yourself again. Not the tired, frustrated version, the real you. The version that wakes up with purpose, walks with strength, and engages in life fully, mentally, physically, and emotionally. As we age, this harmony becomes harder to maintain. Our bodies absorb fewer nutrients, inflammation creeps in, recovery takes longer, and when one piece of the puzzle is missing, everything else suffers. That's why so many men feel like they're slipping, like they're doing everything right, but still not getting the results they want. Because the body isn't getting the complete support it needs. But when you provide that support, when you bring these three vitamins together in the right amounts, consistently, it's like your system wakes up. You start to notice subtle but powerful changes. You're not dragging through the afternoon anymore. You're thinking clearer, moving easier, laughing more. Even your relationships can feel closer because your energy and confidence start flowing again. This isn't about being perfect. It's about giving your body what it needs to do what it's built to do. You don't have to accept feeling slow, foggy, or disconnected, and you definitely don't need to settle for just getting old. The truth is, your body still remembers what strength feels like, what energy feels like, what intimacy and confidence feel like. You just have to give it the tools to get back there. And these three vitamins, D, B12, and E, can be the foundation of that transformation. I've seen it over and over again. Men who felt like their best days were behind them suddenly regaining their spark. Not from magic, not from some quick fix, but from giving their bodies exactly what they've been missing. That's the power of synergy. That's the power of real, natural support. And it's available to you starting today. Now, before you rush off to grab every vitamin bottle you can find, there's something important we need to talk about. Because here's the hard truth. Most men never get the full benefit of these powerful vitamins. Not because the vitamins don't work, but because of one simple, silent mistake. And chances are, you might be making it too without even realizing. Let's break it down. The number one mistake I see in men over 60 is this: thinking that just taking a supplement is enough. It sounds good in theory. You're trying to do the right thing. You pick up a few bottles at the drugstore, maybe order something online, pop a pill every now and then and hope for the best. But here's the problem. Not all supplements are created equal, and your body, especially as it ages, is pickier than you think. The form, quality, and consistency of your vitamins matter a lot. If you're taking the wrong type or a version your body can't absorb, you might as well be throwing money away. Take vitamin B12, for example. Many low-cost brands use a form called cyanocobalamin. It's cheap, widely available, and nearly useless for many older adults. That's because your body has to convert it into something it can use, and with age, that conversion gets harder. What you really want is methylcobalamin, the active form your body can absorb and put to work right away. The same goes for vitamin D. Some supplements use vitamin D2, which is much less effective than D3, the form your body naturally makes from sunlight. And vitamin E? If it's synthetic, it may not provide the full range of compounds your body needs to properly support testosterone, fight inflammation, and promote healthy circulation. But the problem isn't just the form, it's also how you take it. Inconsistency is another huge mistake. Taking a vitamin once or twice a week when you remember just isn't enough. Your body is constantly repairing, circulating, and balancing itself. It needs steady, daily support. Think of it like watering a plant. A splash here and there won't keep it alive. But a little water every day, that's how it grows strong. What your body really needs is a routine, a consistent, high-quality, properly absorbed source of nutrition that shows up for you every single day. That's what fuels change. That's what brings results. And here's the good news. Once you fix this mistake, everything starts to shift. Energy picks up, brain fog clears, blood flow improves, your sense of drive and confidence starts coming back. Not because you're doing more, but because you're finally doing it right. This isn't about taking more pills. It's about being smart and intentional with what you're giving your body. Choose the forms that work. Take them consistently and trust your body to respond, because it will. It wants to heal. It wants to perform. It wants to thrive. All it needs is the right kind of support, delivered the right way every day. Now that you understand what your body needs and what mistakes to avoid, the next step is making it all part of your daily life. You might be thinking, okay, I get it, but how do I actually do this without it becoming some complicated, time-consuming routine? That's a great question, and the answer might be simpler than you think. Because supporting your energy, performance, and vitality doesn't have to mean overhauling your life. It just takes a few smart, consistent habits that you can stick with day after day. When I work with men in their 60s and beyond, they often tell me, "Doc, just give it to me straight. I don't want fluff. I don't need trends. I just want something that works." And I get that. At this point in life, most men aren't looking to chase fads. They want clarity, they want results, and above all, they want to feel like themselves again. Strong, focused, engaged. So what does a realistic, effective vitality routine actually look like? Let's break it down into something simple you can follow starting tomorrow morning. First, begin your day with hydration. A full glass of water first thing in the morning helps wake up your body and supports absorption of the nutrients you're about to give it. Right after that, take your vitamin B12 supplement, preferably in the form of methylcobalamin. Along with a protein-rich breakfast, something like eggs, Greek yogurt, or a small protein smoothie, this helps your body convert that food into usable energy and sets you up for a day of alertness and stamina. Next, step outside for 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight. This natural exposure helps your body produce vitamin D the way it's designed to. If you live in an area where sunlight is limited or it's winter, This is when you'll take a vitamin D3 supplement, ideally with your first meal of the day. D3 is the form your body can actually use, and it helps support circulation, muscle strength, and hormone balance. Later in the day, make room for vitamin E the easiest way, through food. Sprinkle a handful of almonds or sunflower seeds into your lunch or as a midday snack. Add a little olive oil over your vegetables or salad. Leafy greens like spinach or Swiss chard are another natural source. This small change supports testosterone, protects your blood vessels, and reduces inflammation, quietly working behind the scenes to strengthen your foundation. That's it. No dozen pills, no rigid schedules, just a few simple, thoughtful steps done consistently. And what happens when you stick to this routine? For many men, the change is noticeable within weeks. You may feel more awake during the day. You may find yourself getting better sleep, sharper focus, improved stamina, and yes, even renewed interest in intimacy. You're not chasing youth. You're reclaiming your strength in a calm, steady, natural way. This is the routine I recommend because it's not based on hype, it's based on how the body actually works. It honors the rhythm of your day, supports your body where it needs it most, and gives you a sense of control again. Because you're not powerless. You're not past your prime. You're simply learning how to fuel the man you are now with clarity, confidence, and purpose. So don't wait for a perfect moment. Start small, start today, and start showing up for your health the way it deserves. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be consistent. And once this rhythm becomes your new normal, you'll look back and realize you never lost your vitality, you just had to unlock it. If you've made it all the way to this point, I just want to say thank you. Not as a doctor, but as someone who's sat across from thousands of men just like you over the last 30 years. Hardworking men, family men, men who've built lives, faced struggles, and still show up, asking the question, why don't I feel like myself anymore? Let me be clear. That question doesn't make you weak. It means you still care. It means you still want more energy, more connection, more strength, more life. And that's something I truly respect. We've talked today about 3 simple vitamins: vitamin D to spark blood flow, vitamin B12 to power your energy, and vitamin E to protect your heart and support your hormones. But knowing them isn't what changes your life. Living them does. These aren't just nutrients, they support something far deeper. Your confidence, your clarity, your connection to yourself and your partner. They help you get out of bed with purpose, to feel like you again, not the younger version of you, but the stronger, wiser version you've earned the right to be. And I've seen it happen time and time again. Men who thought their best days were long behind them, suddenly feeling alive again, laughing again, loving again. It's not magic, it's not hype. It's just giving your body the right tools and choosing to stay in the fight. So what happens now? That's up to you. You can take what you've learned and forget it. Or you can start small, a walk in the morning, a supplement after breakfast, a few better food choices, just those little steps, they can become a new rhythm, a new version of your health, a better chapter of your life. And here's what I know for sure. It's not too late, not even close. You've got time, you've got strength left in you, and you've got a future that's worth showing up for, fully, boldly, without apology. You've already taken the first step just by watching. Now take the next one. If this video helped you, even a little, hit that like button. It lets us know this message is reaching the right men. If you know someone who needs to hear this, a brother, a friend, someone quietly struggling, share it with them. And if you've got a moment, drop a comment below. Tell me what part hit home the most. Or let me know what you want me to cover next time. Your voice matters here, and it helps shape what we build together. If you'd like to support this mission bringing better health and hope to men over 60, consider making a small donation to the channel. Every bit helps us research, improve our videos, and reach more men who need this information. Because you're not just watching a video, you're joining a movement, a group of men who are ready to take back control of their health, and I'm honored to have you here. Before you go, drop a comment and tell me where you're tuning in from. Your city, your country. I read every single one, and it means the world to connect with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.